Okay guys, here I am in my website and I'm going to go to the second and third grade art activities for this week. And in this week we're going to learn a little bit about rhythm or ritmo en español. We're going to create these shapes with the rhythm. And in this case, your favorite shape, it can be circle, triangle, square, etc. And we can use markers or Sharpies and watercolors. That's optional if you don't have watercolors at home. Now, to check our definitions, you're gonna click over here where is this little arrow going, like it's here to shape, and then to rhythm. And then of course, you know, I have also my word wall if you want to find out more definitions. Let's go to work. What I have over here is my watercolors, permanent marker or Sharpie, and regular markers, and also my water, my little cup. Now what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna draw my shape. It's super easy. I'm gonna think about the shapes and then maybe I'm gonna do what? I'm gonna do a heart because always I do that thing. I'm gonna draw first with a permanent marker because don't forget, since we're gonna use water, permanent marker is not gonna bleed with the water. But if we draw these lines with the regular marker, it's gonna make a mess. Now, if you don't have a permanent marker at home, you're gonna do this work with just a pencil or a black crayon, which is almost the same. Anyways, so then if you don't have a watercolors, what you're gonna do, you're just gonna use the way I showed you before. You're gonna use a regular marker. And you're just gonna color a little bit, it doesn't have to be too much. And you're gonna use your water just to try to blend these colors, to bleed these colors. You can use whatever colors. We're not doing any patterns right now. Now if you want to do a pattern, that's even better. Kind of like that. This is gonna be just with markers, see? Now, also I can do this thing with the watercolors. Don't forget, watercolors are dry. They need water. I'm gonna I decide to make a pattern since already we're talking about patterns. So that means the repetition of something. Kinda. You can check my definitions also on my website. Now, one thing about watercolors, the colors has to be really light because watercolors are transparent. It doesn't have to be like a super dark because we are not painting with tempera paint. We are using watercolors and the paper has to be really wet. Now make sure you have to be careful because sometimes most likely you don't have a watercolor paper at home. Watercolor paper is a little bit expensive. I usually don't buy that one for school. We just use some drawing paper. I'm gonna mix a little bit with blue here. I can blend some colors until you finish your whole project. It's a really, really cool activity. Have fun.